It is crowded and loud here in the Nutter Center, the campus of Wright State University. The Division II state volleyball match about to be contested between Padua and Alter. Today's game brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Enjoy sports better. Starting lineups being introduced here. David Wilson, Lindsay Rowley back here at courtside as we get ready to watch the Division II state title match. Here's a look at our visiting team, the Padua Franciscan Bruins out of Parma, Ohio. Oliver is the middle blocker. Sarah Peterson and Katie Stansbury are the outsides. We talked about Gina Kilner, a terrific playmaker. Padua comes in 27-1, coached by Jim Beharry, third season as the head man at Padua. And you see that terrific record, an 85% winning percentage. Not too shabby, 68-12. Take a look at the Alter lineup. And our starting lineups tonight brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Tina Jazanowski will run out this lineup. Ungerleider, Rodehaver, Seiler, Crotty, Meyer, Bazelak, and Beach. Tina Jazanowski in her 18th season. She has been a phenomenal mentor for the Alter program. 326-153, her career record. State titles in 2002, 2003, 2006. Lindsay back in 2008. These teams met for the championship. Padua walked away with the hardware. None of these players were in high school at that time, but they meet again representing their schools. And the history is still there. Yes, none of these players were playing during that time, but like I just said, the history's there. They've all heard about that game, and so now they're wanting to come out and prove that they either should have won or were the rightful winner of that match. Well, there is no doubt about it as we take a look at our officials. Anthony Hines, Tim Meyer, Chip Tobias, Mary Black, they will make the impartial calls here in this championship match. There is no doubt that each of these teams earned a chance to play for the title by beating very worthy opponents in the semis. They have, and that is well prepared, both of these teams, for any kind of tight situation that they might find themselves in here today. We are underway. Great to have you with us on Sports Time Ohio for coverage of OHSAA volleyball. Keep an eye on the middle blocker, number 7 for Alter, Natalie Seiler. Great dig in the back row. Good rally on the first point of the match. Early lead for Padua. Alter in their brown jerseys, and Padua in the whites. Emily Marcinowski will serve it up for the Padua Franciscan Bruins. That one out of bounds, and Seiler's first kill. Lindsay, she had 17 kills, 3 aces in the semifinal victory over previously unbeaten Dover. She was truly a force. She was, and she's going to be one here today. We've already seen her staying very aggressive in the net, and that's what we're going to see all night. There is the set by Mary Rodehaver, number 6 for Alter. Cross-court winner. Sarah Peterson headed to Indiana State University next year. Very smart swing by Peterson. Gets up and catches that outside hand of the middle blocker. Able to get the tool, make it very difficult on Alter to dig. Alter in this first set on the left side of your screen. There's a kill for Seiler. And Alter's going to be looking to get Seiler the ball as much as possible, but being a middle hitter, that will only happen if they can stay in system. So it's really on their defense to keep the ball in system, and serve receive for that matter, so they can run their middles and keep Seiler in this match. Well, a free ball there, and Maddie Bazelak, one of their team captains, knows exactly what to do with it. The 6-foot junior. Very aggressive at the net. Bazelak's always like that, and she's going to continue to be like that today. Alter in general is looking to be very aggressive and be a force at the net. Bazelak, a first-team All-Stater in Division II, and there's a 4-hit violation on the Padua Bruins. Well, Alter going with a theme this year of "We Will Rock You," which I believe is #1 on your iPod.
It is. How'd you know that?
Out of bounds on the smash down the line. And so it's a quick lead for Alter here in the first set, 5-2. Jim Bahari questioning that. Got the explanation. We play on. Seiler still at the service line for the Knights. Katie Stansbury, I know you liked her from the right side. 15 kills in the semifinal win against Beaumont. She also had 7 digs, and she'll go to the service line. Jim Bahari says she's one of our most accurate serve weapons.
She is, and she's accurate in every aspect of her game, from offense to defense. She's a great player and going to be a huge key today for Padua.
Out of bounds on the Bruins. Pardon me, point for the Bruins, 5-4. Thought for a second they called that out of bounds. So it's a 1-point set, opening set here in the D2 championship at the Nutter Center. Hazlett kept alive. What a play by Peterson. And another great dig.
A lot of great scrappiness going on both sides of the floor right now. Padua really scrapping to get this ball, and then they just could not pull off the win and of the point. And Alter's block already looking very strong here in set 1.
Jocelyn Meyer, number 21, playing the middle right now. Got that block. Here's Peterson, and a kill for Peterson. She had 9 kills in the semifinal.
She's got these long arms, and she gets up and extends, gets the ball at its highest point, textbook. Really great swing out of Peterson.
Julia Milano, a senior, into serve, and there's an ace. We're tied at 6, and in watching this entire state finals tournament, Lindsay, and I believe this can be a factor today, I have not witnessed a squad celebrate a point with more enthusiasm than the Bruins.
And that's what you're going to see all game long. The Bruins are such a good cohesive unit, and that goes into their celebration, everything that they do. But yes, you are correct. They're a very spirited team and certainly get very excited for their teammates when they make good plays.
Maddie Bazelak on the serve. There's Marcinowski. Bazelak with the dig. Good attack by Kira Ungerleider, outside hitter. She's a senior. Checks in at 5'10".
Really good swing. She's set a little far outside, but shows real control and discipline that she was able to still make the right play and put the ball in bounds.
8-6 Alter. Marcinowski down the line and dug out. Katie Stevenson, the DS. Another free ball, and that time Marcinowski with the finish. There's a lot to like about number 13, Emily Marcinowski, headed to St. Francis for Division I volleyball next year.
There is, and she's going to really try and be a force here today, having over 20 kills and 20 digs in the semifinal game. So Alter, you better believe, came in here today knowing that she was going to be something they were going to have to really push hard and defend against.
This one blocked, out of bounds. Jenna Barris tried to handle that one, the 5'5" senior, but could not play it back forward. So another point for the Alter Knights. They are up 9-7 here in set number 1. Side out now for the Bruins, and it's 9-8. Gina Kilner at the service line, 48 assists, 2 service aces in the semifinal win against Beaumont, as the Bruins took out the defending state champ. Tip ball sent over. They set up Marcinowski. Nice dig by Melissa Beach. Sarah Crotty with the finish. Sarah Crotty, the opposite side hitter, 5'10", a senior. She said during the week, you know what? It's become expected that Alter appears here at the state tournament.
It has, and it's a great attitude for the entire team to have, but Sarah Crotty especially has that expectation of the kind of player she is personally and holds herself to that standard.
10-9, and Emily Marcinowski will head back to the service line. Underlighter with the kill. Well, the Bruins set up a nice block there, but that one got through it, maybe a little bit over it. Melissa Beach. And now Stansbury down the line. Well, you have talked about this, Lindsay, the proclivity of good hitters to change angles, to change their shots, sometimes in midair, and the Bruins can do that very effectively.
Yeah, as you just saw in the replay, Stansbury up and able to make a very difficult shot of facing one way and turning her shoulders and cutting down the line. Very difficult shot to make. She makes it look easy.
Peterson with the smash and ties the game at 11.
Peterson making yet another good play, and Alder has to be able to close that block on Peterson, or she's going to hit that hole every time.
No answer for Maddie Bazelak. Ball came off her hand very well on that attack. Here's Seiler serving for the Alter Knights. Peterson.
Again, we see Alder not closing and setting a big, strong block on Peterson, and Peterson is not the kind of hitter that you can do that against. Here you see a little bit of a hole, not closing necessarily, and they have to make that adjustment on Peterson specifically because of how strong of an offensive player she is.
Sent over by the libero of the Knights. And again, an open spot in the back row. And the Bruins find it. This is a very opportunistic Padua team, Lindsay. If you give them an opening, they will find it.
Yeah, and you see right there, that's a great angle to see the hole, but right now Alder's block is leaving for Peterson, and I'm sure that that's what Padua is trying to capitalize right now by just continuing to feed Peterson, excuse me.
Diving attempt by Stevenson and out of bounds. And Padua takes a 14-12 lead. Stansbury again. Oh, over the tape, just barely falling over to the Alter side. And a double hit against the Bruins. That will send the side out over to Alter.
Something I don't think we're going to see a lot of today. Gina Kilner getting called for a double. She has very good hands, very good release. I don't think we'll see very many double calls on her today.
Gina Kilner headed to Cleveland State University to play for the Vikings, described by Jim Beharry as one of the state's finest setters, and we saw in their semifinal win against Beaumont, she really was the difference maker in that game. Stansbury from the back row. Tough ball, but dug out by Beach. Well, if all